Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Chargers going up against the Browns. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Two times. Hey, we are
180. First down, Bridgewater. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Get him, boy. Get him, boys. Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. 56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, baby. Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They're coming. They're coming.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hey, watch the left. Watch the left. Let's go.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Check. Crunch.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Blitz.
And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Set. Blue 90. Over. Leopard. Hurry up.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
3 down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Over. Detroit. All right, here we go.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw. Schaefer, he's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hurry up. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Schaefer. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
You got three down. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake. Schaefer. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Reggie Ragland with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. Schaefer throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gregory. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Oh, let's go.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried, They just didn't get it done.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Bridgewater, throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught by Meredith right side. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Here's Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Bridgewater now. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie Ragland in there to get him his second sack. Now of the afternoon.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
To throw on second down. Schaefer. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Over.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Chwati. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Bridgewater. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Set. 180. 180. Mike 56.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Derek Carr leading the way offensively.
You want this? All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Powell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Gun!
Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back to throw. Schaefer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Schaefer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw, Bridgewater. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Way 90. Way 90.
Bridgewater now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Bridgewater to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Schaefer. And he fires one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and 2, Schaefer. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 5 on the play there, and it'll give the Chargers a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart, yeah, even for a talent. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort, so maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Time right. Hey.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Blue 58.
Bridgewater on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Second down, Bridgewater. And some space here. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Let's go.
Now Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 6. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On third down, Crowell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. We have hit halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys. Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer. Man open left side. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on second down. Schaefer. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Gone! No, check, Patriot!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
He's checking.
On 4th down, Schaefer. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. So they're going to go for 2.
Watch tight end. Set! Boom, landed!
Looking to throw. Schaefer, he's got it at the 2. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
There's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On the counter, it's Crowell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Wait 90! Wait 90!
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
First down, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Set! On 1st and 10, Schaefer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
You got three down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Trips.
Over, Leopard. Here we go now.
Back to throw. Schaefer. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Elsewhere, a third quarter score. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining, still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Call it. Loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. Wide 80. Wide 80. Check Mike 99. Mike 99.
Throwing. Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Hey, 4 down. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to loft one, deep left side, and got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now Bridgewater is still down. Looks like he was shaken up there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So Bridgewater forced to the sidelines. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole.
Blue 45.
First throw now for the backup, Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will get you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. When you talk about a back, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball. Our ball. Our ball. That's our ball. That's our ball. Yeah! That's our ball, baby!
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Schaefer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Tight left. Set. Boom. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Back down, Philly. Here we go. Set. Boom.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now that's good.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Gregory. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Schaefer. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check that. All right, here we go.
Throwing again. Schaefer. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Blue 45.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he's got room. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Green 90.
Now Bortles. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
I'm on. Now let's go. Blue 90.
To throw again. Schaefer. Henry's got it out on the left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun on third down. Schaefer got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Looking to throw. Schaefer complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Over! Detroit!
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 26. Check 26.
All right, here we go.
Off play action. Schaefer. The 20. Over the middle, complete. That's Gregory. That one goes for 24 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up.
3 down.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Over! Set! Green 39!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Green 90. Green 90. Get up.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Now let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Schaefer, and it's complete. Henry. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
39, Detroit! Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now let's go.
Back to the air on second down. Schaefer. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That goes for a gain of 31. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Green 90. Green 90.
Bortles now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Bortles going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Here we go now. Gun. 53's the mic. Gun. Leopard.
And the wideout in motion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Chargers on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be a tough third and 18.
Lucky 56. Over. All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
Alert 3.
Off the play fake. Schaefer. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. And he motions the wide receiver.
Alert 3.
On fourth down, Schaefer forced out to his left. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch tight end. Key the tight end.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Motion, I got one.
Watch him now, Barney.
Watch twist.
Leopard.
He's coming.
On first down, Schaefer. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. But Charles